Well, some people are selling stuff, but here we are. I mean, I could spend a lot of time just here, just talking about this place. But look what we have. This used to be almost like this the signature restaurant of the Far East Side. This is where the magic happened, man. Like as a kid, you came here with your family. It was always like a wonderful experience. But to see this building like this is heartbreaking. Now, to be clear, I don't think this just happened overnight to where you went from a restaurant to arson. I don't think that was the case. I think the restaurant actually, Golden Crown, closed a lot of these branches back during COVID-19. And I mean, it was not just this place. A lot of places had to shut down due to COVID restrictions and whatnot. And unfortunately, it just never bounced back. It just never bounced back. That was the end of it. There's like several places that actually were shut down, but a lot of them actually have restarted business again. But what happened here, I saw this in the news a while back. In 2024, somebody started a fire here. How that happened, I don't know. It could have been accidental. It could have been started by a homeless person, perhaps when it was cold. But this is what you got. And look, it didn't take long. Somebody's already throwing their garbage right there, which is totally unacceptable. See that? Somebody's already bringing their old furniture and throwing it there. Again, like we shouldn't be seeing these kind of things, especially if we care about our own neighborhoods. But yeah, it's just so sad, and I don't want to speak out of turn here, but it's just so sad viewing these places and seeing what's happening. We're about to go check the mall. Look at what's happening on the other side of the road. Business is booming. Everything is looking great. But it just seems like nothing is happening on this side. Like absolutely nothing. Washington Square Mall, it's pretty much gone. I don't know if this will be revived again, but at this point it's gone. Well, the positive thing is like somebody is selling some things right at the corner. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, someone is selling some things. So business is business. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with business. All right, let's go across the street. Before I even go any further, this is primarily the only store left at this Washington Square Mall. I don't even know if I would even consider Target an anchor store at this point, but they really the main reason perhaps this mall is operating. So we're slowly going to drive through there, and I'm going to share my thoughts, and these are just my thoughts, my opinions based on what I have observed. I think the answer to what's happening here or what has happened here is like multifaceted. You cannot just look at it one way and conclude that, yeah, this is the main reason why this happened. I feel like there are many reasons, but I can think of two right now. I think one, the obvious one, is that malls are dying out. They are seriously dying out all over America. Malls have been around since, I don't know, the 70s maybe. I could be wrong about that, but sorry. But they've been slowly dying out, and this is what we're seeing. Now, if you go to other countries, I'm sure if you go to places like Dubai, you're going to find that there's a lot going on there. Look at that entrance. There's obviously some smaller businesses going on in there, but I mean, very, 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 very small, like micro businesses going on in there. But in a mall, as we understand it, you gotta have anchor stores. Without anchor stores, you're not gonna survive. But back to what I was saying, these malls have been dying out, especially in the States, because of many factors. I mean, you can think about crime, you can think about, you know, you can think about different things. Okay, that's kind of funny right there. There's a, see if the camera can capture it. Two geese on top of where this used to be Burlington. You know, this used to be Burlington right here, and again, it is no more. No Burlington. Burlington was sort of like an anchor store. I don't know. I feel like anchor stores have always been like Sears, Macy's, J.C. Penney. I don't know. I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me. Yep, this used to be Burlington. So back to what I was saying. Malls are dying out, obviously, because the business model has changed. You know, people are shopping from home now. There's really not a big need to go to these malls. However, I don't think that's conclusive because, you know, on the other side of the street, like I said, you go there, you're going to find a lot of stores, strip malls, and people are still going there, like everywhere. And then they have a lot of these outdoor malls, such as like in the one in Plainfield, the Hamilton shopping square, shopping center up in Noblesville. So you have places like where people actually go, you know, still socialize and buy, but malls are dying out in the United States. And I'm going to explain the second point that personally I think has really had an impact on these malls, and that is crime. That is crime. Like that one, I don't think anyone can argue against it. You know, because that's the thing. When you think about malls, you think about teenagers, you think about young people who just go out to the malls to hang out. Is that a new thing? No, it's not a new thing. That has been happening for decades. But today, we have a lot of children, and I should just call them children. We have a lot of children who don't have one particular skill. And that skill is called conflict resolution skill. You know, because kids always got in fights. But nowadays, what you have is these kids that go to these malls and they get in fights. They fight. And instead of like even just fist fighting, they get their guns and unfortunately for the most part, they start shooting each other. And so they have ultimately created this unsafe area, unsafe space, because now you have to think twice about going to a mall, which is sad. You don't have to. It didn't have to be that way, but now you have to think twice. You know, the areas of, look at this area, it's already spray painted and everything. But that's my opinion, so don't chew me out in the comment section. That's just my opinion, that there's a lot of fighting, especially among the young men and some young women, of course. And that has led to this. It has led to this because people don't feel safe around malls. And on top of that, we have a problem, man. And this goes together with, this is not even a third point, but it goes together with, you know, fights. I mean, you know, like people have lost their lives in the shopping center, in this area. People have lost their lives. So I that's not even up for an argument. Like the place, you know, has had some toxicity, and that toxicity has led to, is part of what has led to this. And so another issue is that we have a gun problem in the States. I mean, you know, look, I'm not offering a political opinion here. I'm just saying we do have a gun problem. Even if you may want to define it as we have a crime problem, yes, okay, fine. But we do have people who like to bring very dangerous weapons into shopping spaces, and we have unhinged people that will go there. And I know some people are like, oh, mentally ill. To me, I just call it what it is. Unhinged people who, because to me that is like so selfish to want to go to a shopping place to go meet strangers, people you don't even know, and just end their lives. That is nonsense. I don't think there can be any justification for that whatsoever. Anywho, those are my reasons, and this is sad because I used to come here a lot. The experience was fun, but even back then, and I'm talking about like early, oh man, like 2020, what, 2007, 2008. Even then, it just you just had to be on the lookout. So, anyways, those are my reasons. But again, I'm not trying to make some argument here. I'm just stating the facts based on what I have experienced. But I want to go in just to see the state of East Washington Mall. Well, I don't know if I'm even allowed to film, but let's see if we can go in. Well, there's no handle. The door opens. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty much what's left of this place. There's still some music, but man, look at that. Alright. I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell me not to film, but we'll see. See, this is what you see. Everything is closed, man. Alright. I'm gonna turn the camera off here. Oops. Alright, well, the gentleman told me I cannot record with my action camera, but they don't care if you're recording on like a smartphone. So I can't record much, but this is kind of how it looks in here. You get an idea. Yeah, not much going on at this mall. Like I said, I'm actually surprised there are more stores in here than I expected. But without an anchor store, I do feel bad for these stores. I mean, the quietness at this place. I mean, it's Thursday, but there's nothing. There is absolutely nothing here. Anyways, well, you know, I just wanted to show you the inside of East Washington or Washington Square Mall. It's on its last leg. I really hope somebody could do something, buy this place and change it, transform it, whatever. But yeah, because what's happening to it right now is sad. Lafayette Square Mall is one of those. I thought they were renovating that one. I thought somebody had purchased the building, but haven't heard anything. So we'll see. We'll see how things goes. But see, that's a nice little store. Nice little store. But we need an anchor store. Problem is, all right. All right, there we go, folks. Just a quick tour of the mall inside. Yeah, so I don't know. I think this is the. Look at this. This must have been a restaurant or something. Yeah, restaurant. Yep. All right. I am out of here. So it seems like there's still a limo service. Look how long that thing is. Yeah, there must be a limo service right here, right next to the mall. That's probably, I don't know. This one over there doesn't look like it runs. This one looks like it runs, but I don't know. I am not 100% sure. But okay, like I said, that's the Target. It looks like the majority of people are going into Target. But there's one more place I would like to show you. It's just around the corner. Let's get to it real quick and we can wrap this up. Hopefully you see what's going on out here. Obviously we can conclude, or I can make a conclusion, that this is not just the deterioration of this mall is not just on the basis of finances or people not having financial means, because obviously all the businesses are on the other side now and people seem to be going there and shopping all the time. Anyways, so here is the other side of the mall that, again, Target seemed to take over everything, but it's not as big as you think if you go inside, because I've been inside that Target. Chachara's Chuchin. Okay. Or Churchin. No, Chuchin, because there's no R there. Anyways, so obviously there's like some business, but based on that Chachara, I'm assuming this is like a Latin name, like perhaps like a Mexican store. It looks like it's a general store, like they sell everything. Look how desolate this place look. And then of course, out here, all by itself, is AMC. It's sort of out here by itself. The last I checked, this place stayed busy. There's business going on here. I would assume there's something because this is pretty much the only theater on this side of the town. So I'm hoping that they are still operational. I think they are. I'm pretty sure they are. All right. Okay. Well, that's that. I really want to get out of here without getting a flat tire. All right, but I appreciate so much you guys sticking around with me on yet this new episode where we came out here to check the Washington Square Mall. Again, the goal here is not to tear these places down, but just to highlight them, because I know some of you have made so many memories here. You probably met your significant other at this mall. You know, there's so many stories that we can talk about, and I just hope that as we reflect back, we can just remember that this used to be the place, and hopefully somebody could revitalize this place and make it into something even better. If not, I would just say maybe we may have to tear it down and build something completely different. Yeah, that is not a good visual. Like, there's no need to be throwing trash out here. Absolutely no need. Like, look at that. Anywho, I appreciate you sticking around with me. And don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know if you have some suggestions of the neighborhoods you want me to go check here in Indianapolis. Mainly central Indiana. So if you want me to go to, let's say, look at the potholes. If you want me to go to Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, Plainfield, Greenfield, just locally, like central Indiana. I don't want to, that's what I know. That's what I'm comfortable with. So just let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. But until then, guys, I appreciate it.